did Michael Jordan pay to win his 6th NBA championship? During the 1997 to 1998 season, an aging Chicago Bulls team carved its way through the playoffs. In the first round, they swept the New Jersey Nets 3-0. Next, they handled the Charlotte Hornets 4-1, moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Even facing the Larry Bird-led Indiana Pacers, nothing could shake Jordan's determination to win. After a grueling 7-game battle, the Bulls punched their ticket to the NBA Finals once again. Their opponent? The Utah Jazz, the same team as the previous season. This year, the Utah duo had evolved. They not only racked up 62 wins in the regular season, but also swept the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference Finals without breaking a sweat. The Bulls, barely 5 days removed from Game 7, traveled to the intimidating Salt Lake City. Game 1 saw the Jazz, with home court advantage, strike first. The Utah duo combined for 45 points. Even though the Bulls dragged the game into overtime, Jordan and Pippen, exhausted from the grueling series, fell short in the opener. After the game, a reporter asked Jordan, "Aren't you intimidated? They just swept the Lakers." And Jordan replied,
I ain't shot. I ain't shot. Like I said, I ain't shot.
Game 2 kicked off, and Michael Jordan completely exploded. He dropped 37 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and dished out 3 assists, leading the Bulls to a narrow 5-point victory to even the series. If the first 2 games were evenly matched, Game 3 was pure domination. Back in Chicago, the Bulls seemed unstoppable. By halftime, they were already ahead by 18 points. By the fourth quarter, the Jazz were completely dismantled. When the final buzzer sounded, Chicago had delivered a 42-point blowout. Coach Jerry Sloan could only watch in disbelief.
This is actually the score? Is this the final?
But at this point, the headlines weren't about the Bulls defeating the Jazz. They were about Dennis Rodman, who had somehow gone missing during the finals. Even the Zen Master himself was left completely bewildered by Rodman's mysterious antics.
What transpired?
I don't know. He's not here.
The next day, Rodman suddenly showed up, but not at the Bulls training facility. He was on a professional wrestling show, squaring off against Hollywood star Hulk Hogan. It wasn't until the day before Game 4 that Rodman casually returned to the Bulls practice court. Everyone feared his unexplained absence might have cost the team their championship hopes. But when Game 4 tipped off, Rodman silenced all the doubters with a performance for the ages. He grabbed a game-high 14 rebounds, including 7 on the offensive glass, dominating the paint. Meanwhile, Jordan and Pippen combined for 62 points, leading the Bulls to another home victory. With that win, Chicago now led the series 3-1. After the game, reporters turned to Jordan and said, "The next game could be your final one in your career." Jordan's face went stone cold as he replied,
The job is not done, so let's not celebrate yet.
The series wasn't over yet. We couldn't celebrate just yet. Sure enough, in Game 5, the powerhouse Karl Malone erupted. He dominated both inside and out, putting up a game-high 39 points, single-handedly crushing the Bulls' hopes of clinching the championship at home. Now, Game 6 would take the Bulls back to Salt Lake City. A loss there would force a decisive Game 7 on the Jazz's home court. The stakes were sky-high. Chicago knew they had to give everything. But just as the team was gearing up, ready to fight for the win, Scottie Pippen stunned everyone. He turned to Jordan and said, "I can't play. Everyone move out of the way. This shot is mine."
He is not going to pass this fucking ball. I don't give a fuck. It was John Paxson or fucking, Steve Kerr. Hell no. This is his turn.
It was this one shot from Michael Jordan that dimmed every other superstar in the league and sealed his place as the undisputed greatest. In the 1997 to 98 season, Jordan led the Bulls' last dance back to the NBA Finals, facing a hungry Utah Jazz team. The 35-year-old Jordan still looked like the league's most unstoppable scorer. After the first 4 games, he was averaging 32 points, and Chicago held a 3-1 lead. But Karl Malone wasn't ready to surrender. In Game 5, the mailman delivered one of the best playoff games of his career, 39 points and 9 rebounds, pulling the Jazz back into the series. And with the next 2 games in Salt Lake City, momentum suddenly shifted. Then Chicago got hit with another blow. Scottie Pippen's back injury flared up again. The locker room fell silent. Even Jordan lay on the trainer's table without saying a word. Game 6 began with tension heavy in the air. The first quarter was a slugfest, possession for possession. But after Pippen rose for a dunk, he came down grabbing his lower back. He leaned toward Jordan and said, "I don't think I can keep going." Moments later, he walked toward the tunnel with the trainers. Without Pippen, Chicago's offense depended entirely on Jordan. Even so, At halftime, the Bulls were still down by 4. But in the third quarter, Pippen limped back onto the court, trying to hold the team together. Meanwhile, Dennis Rodman went to work on Malone, pestering him nonstop. Still, even Rodman's mind games couldn't stop Malone from scoring. By the fourth quarter, Jordan had already played 34 minutes. His legs were fading, and even his signature mid-range jumper began falling short. The Jazz, fueled by their home crowd, kept hitting big shots. With the game slipping away, Jordan attacked the paint again and again. In the final minute, he knocked down 2 free throws to tie it at 83-83. Then came the dagger. Utah dumped the ball inside to Malone, expecting another post-up, but instead of forcing up a shot, he kicked it out to John Stockton at the wing. Stockton rose, fired, splash. Jazz up by 3. The Zen master called timeout. Jordan, exhausted, finally caught a 20-second breath. Chicago needed a score. Out of the break, Jordan took the ball, drove hard to his right, and finished through traffic, a 1-point game. On Utah's next possession, Malone tried to post up Rodman again, but this time Jordan saw it coming. The moment Malone caught the ball, Jordan reached in and ripped it clean. In the chaos, he came away with the most important possession of the season. He pushed the ball up the floor. Phil Jackson didn't call timeout. He trusted Jordan to end it. Jordan dribbled the clock down. 9 seconds left. He drove right. Brian Russell slid over. Jordan stopped, pulled it back. Russell lost his balance. Jordan rose for the jumper one last time. The ball floated through the silent Utah air and dropped straight through the net. The arena went dead quiet. Time expired, and Michael Jordan lifted the NBA trophy once again. 6 finals, 6 championships. Perfect. With that shot, he didn't just win another ring. He closed the book on an era. Soon after his 6th title, Jordan retired again. The age of Michael Jordan had reached its final, unforgettable chapter. He was determined, as long as I don't retire, I can win my 7th NBA championship. But just how strong was a 35-year-old Michael Jordan? After the 1997-98 season, fresh off his 6th championship, Jordan was undeniably the most dominant man in the league. During the victory parade, Chicago fans were chanting for one more year. Deep down, Jordan himself was already thinking about chasing a 7th ring. He had once said, 1998 was the year I felt strongest. I finally learned how to control my body. But Bulls owner Jerry Reinsdorf had other plans. He was determined to rebuild the team, convinced that most of the players' salaries had outgrown their value. Extending contracts would be like signing the team's death warrant. Even with a record-breaking contract offered to coach Phil Jackson, nothing could sway Jackson's decision to step away. Just days after the Bulls clinched the championship, Jackson retired to the mountains. Jackson's departure crushed Jordan's motivation. After careful thought, he announced his 2nd retirement, telling the media he was 99% certain he would never return. At that press conference, Reinsdorf openly stated, "Without Michael Jordan, anyone wearing number 23 is just an imposter." With Jordan gone, the Bulls officially entered a rebuilding phase. Scottie Pippen moved to the Portland Trail Blazers, signing a 5-year, $67.2 million contract. Dennis Rodman was released at the end of the season. And just like that, the Chicago Bulls dynasty came to an end. Jordan's retired life was quiet, peaceful, but one day, the phone rang. It was Phil Jackson. "There's a chance to build a dynasty again. Are you interested?" Jackson asked. After a year of retirement, he had decided to return, not to Chicago, but to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers have been agonizingly close to a championship for years. Owner Jerry Buss wanted Jackson back to lead the team and offered him a 5-year, $30 million guaranteed contract. After some persuasion from his daughter Jeannie, Jackson accepted. And Jackson had a bold vision: pair Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, the famous OK duo, with Michael Jordan to form an unprecedented 3-headed monster. When Jackson extended the invitation to Jordan, Michael didn't immediately say no. He visited the Lakers practice, studying the team. But after seeing the dynamics, he declined. Kobe was too much like him. Sharing the ball would inevitably spark conflicts. Jordan wouldn't return to the court, but he did return to the NBA in a new way. In January 2000, he became the Wizards' vice president of basketball operations, essentially running the team. The hope was for a short-term resurgence, but the 2000-01 season was a disaster. The Wizards won just 19 games. However, luck came through in the form of the 2001 NBA draft lottery. The Wizards had the 1st overall pick, and the top prospects included Tyson Chandler and Pau Gasol. Jordan, now in a front office role, selected a high school phenom, Kwame Brown. Jordan believed Brown had the potential to reach the heights of Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant. Jordan even personally interviewed him. Brown was officially drafted 1st overall, and on his very first day, he told Jordan, "Don't worry, boss. I won't let you down. But reality proved otherwise. In his rookie season, Brown played 57 games, averaging just 4.5 points and 3.5 rebounds. Soon, he was remembered as one of the most disappointing number 1 picks in NBA history.